He's got Bijan Robinson behind him, the Arizona native. Robinson playing here for the second time. His opening carry looks a lot like that high school footage at South Point Catholic. He just ran through kids there. It's a gain of 9. Bijan Robinson, his former teammate with the Falcons, said that. Little hesitation, and then he just becomes a bulldozer for a couple yards and a first down into this Cardinals defense.
And he's been a big-time difference maker. And just watch as number 10 gets his legs caught up at the bottom of that pile.
After another first down incompletion, they will spit it out for Robinson. Bijan Robinson on the swing pass, coming off a career-high 8 catches against the Buccaneers. And he is the tailback on a first down with Mooney in motion. They will give it, and Robinson changing direction, trying to bounce outside beyond Pitts, and he is out of bounds.
I'm so glad to see all my family and friends that will be in attendance.
What a cool moment for him. Truly a dream come true. And the runs, it's so funny. Multiple running backs that you plan to rely on this year, as Atlanta will run it again with Robinson trying to sneak through that hole, and he is smothered by Dalvin Tomlinson. 14 years in the NFL, and you talk about formative ages as Cousins goes off play action, and he'll drop it off. Catch and run for Robinson. What balance! That is an outrageous run to square his hips.
Well, I don't know how the Cardinals, too, lose him in coverage. Zaven Collins is kind of protecting the edge. He sees Bijan Robinson leak out, and then it's just all Robinson. The open field.
But to catch and turn so smoothly on the ball placement there, Brady, that's elite stuff. Right back to him. Robinson explodes to the 13.
Just look at the acceleration.
One of those high-level traits. See if they feed him again, maybe out of the backfield. Yes, indeed. Catch and run. Robinson is gone. Arizona's native son scores against the Cardinals.
Just a simple swing screen. These guys are going to create traffic. Bijan is going to find space. When he finds space, he usually finds the end zone. Great game planning by offensive coordinator Zach Robinson. And it helps, too, when you have Bijan Robinson on your team.
I mean,
the football.
He had 114 total touchdowns as a Lancer at South Point Catholic. Second down, Robinson, the motion man. Bijan Robinson flowing with the play. Sidestep twice and a first down.
Look at the play design. You have Algier in the backfield. He's going to end up being a lead blocker. Robinson feels the flow, the defense overflowing, and makes the...
Could be a running down, certainly. Robinson, the tailback, and they will feed him. Robinson trying to break a tackle. He is stood up by Budda Baker and knocked down short of the line to gain.
Of Robinson and taking out his legs, which allowed Budda Baker to do the rest. But we've got 4th and inches now for the Falcons. Falcons offense has been a heavy dose of Bijan Robinson, but they've gotten Pitts more involved. London's involvement too will be the next step.
Robinson on the run. That was gummed up immediately. Zaven Collins with the tackle.
Great pursuit by Darius Robinson. He gets the penetration and doesn't stop, and it helps that Zaven Collins helped to set that edge, and that's one of the things the Cardinals have done a pretty decent job of so far today, at least on the edges.
The motion from Warner. It's Robinson again. He sees 2 on the edge and ran away from Johnson. It's a loss of 6 on the play to set up 2nd and 16. Cousins to Robinson. Bijan Robinson running behind Lindstrom. Robinson explosive again to pick up 15.
Take a look at number 63, Chris Lindstrom. Once he releases out, and this is essentially a screen space, and you wanted no part of that.
Became a tag right there. Robinson off a spin. He goes down. Simon the tackle, but Zaven Collins was in there first again to set up a 4th down.
Just give up a big play, give up some momentum. Collins unblocked. The pursuit will get just enough for him to slow up his feet, and Cody Simon finishes it off. That's the unfortunate position you're in when you're trying to chase down.
First down. Right back to the ground. Robinson covers it up and ends up with 3.
lowest field goal percentage in the NFL for those qualifying.
Play action for Cousins. And he'll throw Robinson open. Bijan Robinson breaks a tackle for 9.
Of covering up Bijan Robinson out of the backfield. Watches number 27, Akeem Davis-Gaithers. He's out there in space. Cousins, wait, go that way. There you go.
Right back there. Stretch play. Robinson breaks free, changing direction, and now on the gas pedal for a first down. He has just become the 3rd Falcon ever to have 2,000 yards.
I mean, watch how smooth this is. It's like he doesn't even break stride, and it's change of direction, a quick little jump cut, and he's out the back door.
It's like liquid. It's like watching liquid run.
That's one way of putting it.
So fluid, though.
I would just
not a jagged. Cousins swinging out wide. Robinson, secure hands on the catch and a first down. He put the shoulder into Denzel Burke.
From running out to Robinson, he's fortunate. From Ohio State Buckeyes, Denzel Burke and Cody Simon.
Robinson, the tailback. Bijan Robinson, stop at a jump cut, and he's dragged down. Darius Robinson in there first.
Darius Robinson's had himself somewhat of a day. He's had some struggles throughout the course of the season, but this time getting past one of the better guards in the league, Chris Lindstrom, to do it.
Stricken from his record. It's Robinson on the handoff, looking for his second score, and he goes down short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd down and goal coming up. Out of the bunch, Robinson is over there. Throw it his direction. Robinson behind Pitts, and he is going to be about a yard short.
You'd think so. And boy, Drake London took a hit. The brunt of that from Bijan Robinson at the very end of this play. And he's subbing himself out. But yeah, at this point, I think they've continued to milk the clock up by 2 scores.
Trying to close out a win on the road in Arizona. Robinson is a yard short.